Chapter 9, The Angelica Touch by Lindsay J. Sedgwick. 8 in the morning and I am downtown before Mum even knows I'm awake. She poked her head in around 7 to ask if I wanted to help with breakfast. I fake some heavy snoring, think volcano with food poisoning, and you're close. It's for her own good, even if she doesn't know it. Since we're back in school on Monday, all minnows and sharks, I know she's not that pushed to make me do too many chores. Unless I actually give her a reason by being found doing nothing. My task today to convince Simon that setting up a matchmaking site is the best thing since opening his own internet cafe. The more I thought about it overnight, the more perfect my idea was. I hadn't thought how odd it would look to him to find me hovering around like a dune bug outside his cafe at 7:55. Being me, I put him at his ease immediately. Don't worry, I don't fancy you. You're old. Good to know, he says. But I need to ask you a favour. I'm not doing your homework for you, he says. This is not going as I planned. Anyway, I sucked at homework. You'd be far better off asking Dylan. You're not the girl he fancies, are you? I don't know. He's the sweetest little bug of a brother, says Simon. So if you want me to put in a good word or find out what his interests are. Enough already, I say. I'm not here for homework or to talk about Dylan, and my guess is he's into whales. Correct. So, why are you here, Angelica? Ah, the hotel lady's daughter, he says. In computers, Dylan said you could design rockets for NASA with your eyes closed. Dylan tends to exaggerate, says Simon. Of course he does. You're his big brother. This disarms him a bit. Can we go inside? Grace's gossip antennae, even when she's in a deep sleep, will drag her over to the window to see us talking any minute now. Then she'll want to know why I'm talking to Simon, and I'm not ready for that yet. Please. Simon agrees reluctantly, but leaves the door ajar in case he needs to flee. With no time to waste, I show him my research notes and my mission statement. See, I was listening in business studies, Ms. Barrow. We call her the broom handle on account of she's stick-thin with a sort of sideways Mohican of hair. I'm stood there grinning, thinking Simon can't possibly turn me down, but he does. All I get for explaining my humongously clever plan is, sorry, not my scene. It doesn't have to be, I say, and how do you know if you don't try? There are too many of these sites already, says Simon. No, not in the West, not in Drishog. I show him the rest of my plans and sketches of the various pages I've already thought up. We focus on people who want to live in the West. Also, you might not know this, but Guppy, she's the lady who owns the hotel, the Drishog Arms, she says the Drishog's matchmaker, Hughie McHughie, or something equally quaint, he used to have a stall right outside this building, which makes it fate. Sort of. I know, you're 14, says Simon, and I'm losing him again. That makes it illegal. He's so irritating. Look, here's the deal, I say. You do the software, register the site, I'll do the matchmaking. Sure, you've probably heard the rumours. I'm disgustingly good at it. That way it's legal and we both get to do what we're best at. He's wavering. I'll do all the work if you show me. It has to be safe and I have to control content. I can see he's curious. Everyone knows there's money to be made in the love business. We let people join for free, but only for the first month or they won't value it, I say. And what about my time? Once you've made back what it cost to design the site and all the bits that make it work, we split the profits 60-40. You can't lose. 50-50, says Simon. Okay. Silly boy, I was going to give him the 60. Sometimes I am way too old for my own good. Why, he says, as if it just occurred to him to ask. To make money, says I, innocent as a smoothie. What else? I don't like lying to him, and I will tell him the truth, but not yet. In case word gets out and tiptoes back to Mum all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So what he says next is absolutely okay with me. And Angelica, nobody knows, right? I mean, you tell nobody. Cross my heart and hope to die, or at least suffer mighty embarrassment, which would be worse and longer lasting, depending on who sees and what has actually happened, and how quickly I realise what's happened and what the consequences are. I have never been more serious than about anything in my life. This way the future lies. By the way, if you put tables without computers in the window, you'll get the cafe trade too. You can't afford to alienate the computer illiterate yet. Simon nods. I can see he's impressed. And unless you make the countertop higher, everybody will bump their knees when they pull their chairs in. Then they won't be comfortable, so they won't stay long. Besides, you might want colourful cushions on the seats for the harem look, and then they won't be able to move the chairs in at all. So you could lower the chairs, I guess. I've always been good at this. A childhood spent bumping elbows and ankles into misdesigned hotel kitchens and dining rooms. Now, if you mount the monitors on the walls, you'd have less glare and more space for coffee mugs. Why did you put that shelf there? Ornaments, he says. Books. Atmosphere? Too low down. You really should have spoken to me before. Apparently, he says. And what coffee are you using? Pure Arabica. Fair trade. People don't like pure. They say they do, but they don't. They want a hint of chocolate, mountain springs, Alaskan elk. Besides, if the coffee's too strong, they'll only have one, and you want them to have several. So you need to make really good coffee too. I can teach you if you like. Mum made me take a barista course last summer. But she says Kitty is a natural, so you've got competition right there across the road. We shake on it. The website, my role as his new internal design consultant, and his promise that I shall be the official taster of any new patisseries he's trying out for the cafe. Then, before he can change his mind on anything, I am out the door with a grin half the size of a house. I forgot about Grace. She's outside their pub, pretending to write up today's pub grub specials on their notice board. And you should be watching. For all she says about lie-ins, she wakes with the crows. She just thinks it's cooler to lie in because it annoys her mother more. I head up the hill pretending to be so lost in thought that I haven't seen her. He's not your type. She catches hold of my arm and her breath at the same time. I smile and ask after her sore toe. It's good to cultivate a little mystery. Chris told me that, which may be why none of us know where Chris actually comes from before he washed up in Trishog. Oh, please, she says, you can't fancy him. I don't know. He's 25, single. You're 14, she says weakly. Okay then. Okay, what? I won't fancy him, I say, and walk off, leaving her seriously confused. Life is good. To be continued.